Welcome back to Forge by Gaming, where I have a
We're playing
club
Bugdom.
of What? You just dove right fucking into that. There's no subtlety, no build, just Bugdom. Oh, a game that I got beat up over after being good at it. I was beat up for being good at a video game as a kid.
It's fucked up.
2 o'clock, I'm gonna use it. It doubled my bombs. I was good at being playing a video game. I got
Game keys.
I'm not gonna use that one. And I was good at a video game, and I got beat up for it at a school that, God help me, I hated. It was just fuck that school. My first day, there was a girl who she had her friend come up to me and say that she outright hated me.
On your first day?
On my first day of fucking going to school. And my response to that was, I walked over to her and said, I don't care. I really don't care.
Could not give any less of a shit if I tried, which I don't care to do.
And there was a time where she was all excited because this same girl, not the girl who came over to me and told me that this other girl hated me. She was all uppity because she all happy or whatever because she was getting a ride home in a limousine or whatever fucking shit. And I guess I wasn't all taken in to the fact that she was getting a ride home from a limo like everyone else.
You just didn't give a fuck.
Because if you looked, the teacher, all the students were over at the window where I was back at my desk just playing with my Nintendo. Because I was either playing with my Nintendo or writing something. I don't remember. It was my Game Boy or I was probably writing something. And
writing rock songs.
Actually, I was writing a parody song for Pokemon.
Ah.
But yeah. And,
that was close.
It was mildly close. Yeah. And when she showed up the next day, she goes, "Did you see me in the limo?" And no. I really don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And she was all uppity and shit like that. No, you must have seen me. You're so jealous. And I go, first off, my grandfather has a limo, and I really don't care about that fucking thing. Because he I don't remember why it is he had it, but he had it. Because he wasn't a rich man. I mean, he was, but not very rich. He worked for everything.
He was a working class guy who at some point got enough money to get a limo, so fuck it, he got a limo.
Well, his worthless ass son, who's my uncle, kind of conned his way into stealing all of his money.
Ah, fuck.
And wasted it all. And then when he died, a couple years ago, everyone was uppity because, he owed people money and shit. Didn't know anyone fucking did. Just every scummy ass person who showed up wanted to get a piece of the pie, and there was no pie to have. There was no fucking pie.
And I've never met this uncle of yours, but he sounds like just the biggest piece of shit.
He was the one that molested me at the age of 9, so I mean that was a bad time.
Yeah.
But I don't even remember the girl's name. It was something smug and pompous.
It was
something
that fit her bitchy personality.
But I mean, it was also a school system that the teacher I was supposed to get looked like a pregnant man. But he was all they traded us around like baseball cards and shit. I've moved around so fucking much. It was a terrible, terrible school. Not the worst school I've ever been to, but it was the second worst school I've ever been to. It was the second worst school. Oh my god. Dudley, Massachusetts. Dudley, Massachusetts is where it was. You're terrible. You're terrible and you raise horrible children. Oh. I had this one, let's go ahead and vaguely say friend, who, I had two, three friends there. I think their names were Christian, Emily, and some tall guy. I'm terrible with names. But it was it got to the point where I just had those three, and I really couldn't care about anyone else because everyone else is fucking pricks for no reason. No discernible or sensible reason, and I did not care. We were in a terrible, terrible place where the people who own the farm that me and my family were on, killed the cattle, killed ours specifically.
Jeez.
It is a terrible place.
Sounds like a bad time.
I've said this before. I regret the mistakes I never got to make. And moving there was a mistake I never got to make.
Yeah.
And, like, I only regret the mistakes I never made. It's just my thing. Oh, now I'm sad. I'm sad now.
We can talk about Freakazoid some more. That'd bring up the mood.
Oh, I love Freakazoid.
It's such a great cartoon.
It is. Oh my god, Freakazoid is great.
If you haven't seen Freakazoid, people, go fucking watch Freakazoid. It's available on DVD.
And YouTube. But buy it.
Buy that DVD. You will not be disappointed.
You'll be the
I
happiest
guarantee it.
person in the world. It is well known that if I did become an actor, like I want to be, and all that stuff, I want to be on SNL at some point in my life. But I also want to, like, my first movie, I want it to be a Freakazoid movie. That'd be amazing, just being Freakazoid and fighting like the lobe and cave guy and shit.
That would be awesome.
Low Bridge, everybody down! Low Bridge cave guy's underwear is brown! Brown!
Got the pooties, ooties!
Oh my god,
oh man.
I hope Fern knows what Freakazoid is. I mean, if she doesn't, I will learn her. She's gonna learn today. Girl, she learned today. She'll be all like, oh, hey now, I know.
We'll just have to bust out the Freakazoid DVDs. Be like, alright, we're making a day of this. We're watching Freakazoid.
I did that with some old Mel Brooks movies, and she loved them. And I did it with Blazing Saddles. I did it with what's the other one there that I had? Young Frankenstein. She loves them. She loves them. Just because she also loves Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I love Gene Wilder.
Like, how can you not?
I know.
Gene Wilder is amazing.
If I were to remake a movie, like, exactly how it was done, it would have to be done exactly how it was done in the original movie. But it would have to be a Gene Wilder movie. Because I got a boat. I can do Gene Wilder, like, really well, but I can also do my I feel like I can do those movies justice. If I ever got the opportunity.
Yeah. Certainly better than Tim Burton when he did fucking Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
That was so terrible.
I never saw it. I did see like the tail end of it where it turns out that freaking Willy Wonka just has daddy issues. Like that's why he's a weirdo.
It was a good book, and they took that version of the story from the book, but it wasn't as good as it could have been. Like, not even remotely as good as it could have been.
Like, they only hired one person to play all of the Oompa Loompas.
Yeah, that kind of saddens me, too.
Makes me want to just sit Tim Burton down and force him to watch Jurassic Park until he learns that just because he can do something doesn't mean he should.
Right? Oh my god. I don't want in the new Jurassic World, I do not want CGI dinosaurs. That would
especially since the effects they use in the original Jurassic Park still hold up today, like 20 years later.
They're just
it's bananas.
Superior in every way.
It's fucking amazing. Did Steven Spielberg actually clone dinosaurs is what I wonder.
It's remotely possible. And I would love for that to be the case.
Is he that fucking spectacular?
How many times have I gone through this one room? There's one poo demon smelling poo gas.
Just because I'm a superhero doesn't mean I want to go around smelling poo gas.
Oh my god, that would be amazing to do. Hi, you must be Duncan. Good to meet you. Let's wrestle. Oh my god, I would love to do that.
Next time on Forged by Gaming, more Freakazoid. Freak.
We fight Mom.
In.
We fight Mom. Is it over?